Hi, welcome to the Relaxation Hotel. How are you? Good. Oh, I'm well, thank you. Thanks for asking. Now, do you have a booking with us already? Perfect. Could I just take the name, please? Is that with a Y or not? With a Y, thank you. Okay, fantastic. Now, if you wouldn't mind, could I just take the email address that you confirmed the booking with? .com? Excellent, thank you. Now, what that's allowed me to do is just bring up your booking details so I can see it's for one night, is that correct? Fabulous. Okay, perfect. So what I can do from this is I can bring up your pre-filled in questionnaire, so thank you very much for doing that for us already. And what this allows us to do is to start the process of planning the absolute bespoke room for your stay. Now, before we continue, can I just confirm that at the time of booking you said that the primary focus of your stay was relaxation. Is that still the same? Is that still the case? Perfect. No, we ask just because sometimes a guest will book and they will say that they want to feel relaxed or they want to de-stress, to feel calm. That might be the focus of their stay, and then perhaps something changes in their life between the point of booking and the stay, and actually they change their mind and they feel that energizing or rejuvenation would be more appropriate to them. But it is absolutely down to the guest, so if you want to stay with that same focus, then that's perfect. So what we've done already is we've used some of the items that you've already filled in to start to think about what the ideal experience for you would be. But what we'd like to do now, if it's okay with you, is to just plan the few minute details. So what that means, good question, is that for us it is incredibly important that every guest has a stay that is bespoke and customised for them. You will see shortly exactly the detail that we go into to ensure this. And we find that that is how a guest can have the most relaxing experience. So yes, as I say, that's vital to us. Now, it's not a long process, but what it does is make sure that by taking this little bit of time at the beginning, you have the most perfect stay. Absolutely, yes. Okay, fabulous. If you have any questions as we go along, absolutely, just feel free, go ahead and ask. Perfect, yes, as I say, we just want to make sure that you have the most perfect fitting stay for you. That's a good question, yes. We do all wear our pyjamas, be it on reception or cleaning, or if you go and eat with us, or freshly pressed and laundered every day. We get a fresh pair. Did you bring sleepwear with you? You did? Perfect. If you find that you've forgotten anything at all, for example, a robe or a sleep mask or slippers, you will actually find in your room we have the full selection, sleep masks, slippers, as I say, robe, right down to pyjamas, and these are all freshly brand new for each guest, of course. You can order specific kinds of pyjamas as well if you prefer a long sleeve like this, or if you prefer a vest style, short trousers, long trousers, nightgown. But I digress. So what we'll do is we'll start by selecting the room. So the first thing I'd like to do is ask you if you could think about colour scheme. Yes, that is the level of detail we go into. It is fantastic, isn't it? As I say, it's all about our guests feeling relaxed and comfortable. So, some guests would prefer just an incredibly neutral, very bright colour scheme. And some guests would prefer darker, deeper colours. Now, of course you can change as we go through, but straight away, is there any thought that you have going towards more one or the other? Darker? Absolutely. So, let me show you some of the swatches that we have. So, teal tension, urban obsession, Chateau Rothschild, West of the Moon, Cape Verde, Plum Hush. That is a nice name, isn't it? Naval Brigade, Blue Fringe, Midtown Magic, and finally Castled Rhine. Now, do any of those stand out at all for you? I thought you might say that. Plum Hush. Yes, it's a lovely, dark, bluey, purpley tone. Perfect. Now, would you like to consider this next to any others, or are you happy with this selection? Perfect. That's fantastic. Let me just type that in. Colour scheme, Plum Hush. Fantastic. Now, so what I'd like to do next is to have you consider the pillows. Now, this is our testing cube. So, if you wouldn't mind, so this end has the most resistance, it's the firmer, and then this end, or the middle, should I say, is the middle, medium, and then this end, much softer. So if you wouldn't mind just quickly any of those stand out? Medium firm. Absolutely. Now, if during your stay you decide you'd like to switch, please just give us a call on the in-room phone and we can absolutely have these changed over for you. It's very clever, isn't it? So, medium. Fantastic. Now, okay. A couple of other details that I'd just like to go through. have a preference for having candles in your room at all? And the answer could be yes or no, of course. But I'd just like to say that we also, as well as having lit candles, some people like the ambiance of candles, but they might find that the flame can make them nervous. So you can actually also have an LED candle. Do you have any thoughts on that at all? This is lovely, this one. Flame candle. Of course. Let me just pop that in. Candle. Now, on a similar vein, we have options for flowers and plants in the room. We can also provide the look of flowers. So I can see, for example, that you have selected cacti on your pre-assessment form. Now, is there anything? Because some people find that having actual plants in the room is fantastic, and some people find it can irritate them a little. So we do have a full selection of both real and artificial plants. Real, of course. Again, let me just pop that in for you. Real plant. Perfect. Now, okay. The last part for now, before we take you through to the next stage, which is preparing the room, will just be to select a scent. So we have a variety of spray bottles, and each one of those has a different scent. So I can see from your form that you prefer like a heavier tone scent. Yes. Okay. So what I've done is I've selected a couple of the sprays that I think might be the best fit for you. Okay. Now, if you'd like to try this for me. A little too heavy? Not a problem at all. How about this one? Yes? Well, I tell you what, if you want to keep hold of the sample card, and you keep hold of that and we'll make that decision later on, that's absolutely not a problem. Perfect. So that's the first part of the assessment. So we're now going to stand up to get your room ready whilst we move on to stage 2.